How's it going?
Ding ding ding-a-ling, ding ding ding-a-ling, ding.
What's the fucking music? God damn it, dog. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas.
Yeah? It'll end up killing you.
Wow.
Are you sure you don't
guys
have one
hear the
already?
intro?
No. There's no
Oh,
music
right.
whatsoever.
What is perfect start?
A hippopotamus or a rhinoceros? For
Yeah,
Christmas?
either one. They're kind of like the same thing, but not even close.
Hang on one second.
It says we're live.
We are live.
How is
The
everybody?
intro hasn't played yet.
That's cool because I had to kill my dog real quick. Excuse me.
Are you sure you don't have a hippopotamus already? We can't hear you. You want to just start the show over? Or? I can't hear anybody now. What the hell? Well, Billy's muted, so that's why.
All right, so
Yeah,
that's a good
Yeah, we
start.
can't hear Jimmy now. He's messing with the audio, though, so.
Merry fucking Christmas, everybody.
Should we just start this over, or?
No, this is it's a Christmas episode. Everything's all good with it.
Got a nice cozy fire back here.
I know, you got a good fire going. Let me click on that. Yep. Oh, now my cat's going crazy. Kiko, you can't be a part of the show. Go away.
Yeah.
It's
This is
the meow.
bullshit. Can you hear me?
Yeah, now we can.
You'll laugh.
Oh, well, there we go.
Cry.
You got it?
Certainly wonder why. You watch
Seems kind of bittersweet now. It's just like, well,
this show.
5 minutes ago.
Schmo ho ho. Welcome to another edition of a semi-useless show.
It would have been great if it was perfect.
It was
That was the shitty before math.
yeah, that was a shitty before math. That was like Common Core math or something.
It was definitely math because we couldn't calculate how
Yeah.
horrible it was at first.
I know, there's like a new setting on Google for me where it says like communications or something. Do you guys see? I don't know, if you go into settings, it says like communications. But then when I couldn't hear myself well, I changed it earlier.
That's strange.
Whatever.
I told
Today,
you, that's like the one thing they're supposed to have down is communications yet. And just throw that on you. No emails or nothing. Hey, we changed some things. Just
exactly.
fuck you and your show.
So today we're going to be talking about some Christmas movies, songs, shows, and some other shit that we might get into. Maybe about Christmas, maybe not about Christmas. We'll see.
Happy
But I'm your
2000
host, Jim. Right over here we have Bill, our co-host.
Yule Brenner log.
Nice. And next to him we have our co-host, Sam.
Santa Claus.
Nice. Santa Claus. With a very wonderful festive background. You got to be getting warm over there.
It is, especially,
In his pants.
especially my pants.
Nice.
I think I got a Yule log going
There's
on.
logs. Because there's logs on the TV and there's logs in your pants, right?
Yes, exactly.
Nice. And Bill with his, whatever that is in his pocket, Merry 2015 Xmas.
Very nice.
I don't know what the hell that is.
What is it?
I don't know. It looks like
I
some
think it's-
kind of, I don't know, weird elf or something.
Like a clan elf or something. It's got like
Yeah.
a little
Weird Elf Yankovic.
weird.
Weird Elf Yankovic. Nice. But no, it does
There's
definitely
probably-
look like a clan elf that's very excited about Christmas.
Mm,
for some reason.
yeah. Kind of just sticking out of there, and maybe I should tuck that.
I wonder
Clan-
what he would do if he saw a
No clan elf.
Black Santa decorations.
One of my neighbors at the end of the street, I swear to God, that Santa is at least Latino. It's definitely not white. Whatever company he got that thing from.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's interesting.
You know, I get Jesus because he was actually like Middle Eastern, but don't do a Santa. Come on.
I don't understand how people can say he was this color. You know, it makes more sense that when he did just there's no existence. So.
What do you mean? There was a Saint Nicholas.
I'm talking about Jesus.
Oh.
Oh.
There was some Jesus, but I bet it's a bunch of people combined together into one Jesus. That was my theory.
Man.
Slim Jesus?
Slim Jesus.
Nice.
Just starting off Christmas
white rapper or something?
Just Christmas episode started right off being sacrilegious.
Yeah.
It's just no existence. Oh, but you're talking about Santa.
Which I found out that like a long time ago, the way they calculated your birth, because they didn't really calculate it, like in religious books and stuff, they just went 3 months before your death.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's where they calculated where your birth was.
See, I always thought it was like just when they were christened or something. They recorded that, but not the birth.
No, I don't know. This was like a long time ago. That's why it's exactly 3 months before, March 25th is 12/25.
Yeah, but
Oh, okay.
the thing about that is, the fuck are you guys talking about?
Some Christmas stuff.
Christmas is just.
It's your guys' fault why I wasn't paying attention.
Christmas is supposedly when Christ was born. But they don't actually know when he was born. They just know when he died, and then they took
That's interesting.
away from that.
Ding 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 a ling ding 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 a ling ding.
Yeah. All right, so let's get into.
It's stuck in there.
I think we can all agree what our favorite Christmas movie is, correct?
I doubt it.
Jingle All the Way?
No.
Why is my camera fucked now?
Really? Mine was Jingle All the Way.
It's foggy.
Really?
Is it really?
No, but I did see it in theaters.
Everybody's has to be Christmas Story, right?
I could watch Jingle.
Actually, yeah, because I thought you were going to say National Lampoon's Vacation at first.
No.
But I actually do say Christmas Story, but that's definitely the second.
Yeah.
Ernest Saves Christmas. It's
Yeah.
just something that I grew up with.
Oh my god.
I need to watch it every year.
Do not watch it again.
Hang on a minute. I get it.
Really? Because I've watched some of it again.
Do
And
not watch it.
It's still held up, kind of.
It was so bad. Oh my god.
I know it's bad, but it's almost so good it's bad. So it's bad, it's good.
You're talking about a perfect movie, A Christmas Story versus.
Yeah, I know. There's no comparison, really,
How's it
honestly.
going, everybody?
Because it's just like, you have to be in an earnest mood, or like in a Christmas mood. But like Christmas Story is just like, you can actually, it's on TBS, like, alright, knock that off. It's on TBS, like, every, like, it's just like for 2 days it's on TBS or whatever, TNT. Yeah. You can actually just like watch it over and over again.
Yeah, exactly.
Ernest, you'd just be like...
I didn't know when, like, I don't know if I've ever, like, I know now I have, but for the longest time I never saw, like, the actual beginning.
Yeah, I didn't do that.
Middle and the end.
I know. That happened with so many movies with me. Back to the Future, Ferris Bueller, and Meet the Parents. I'd like never seen the beginning for years. I just seen the movie so many times, never the beginning.
The first time I watched
Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls too. Like, because I always remember the first one. With the packages. I always remember that one. But
you remember the Slinky part?
I just had Bumblebee Tuna, by the way.
Nope, they don't. The Slinky part I never even saw till years later.
That was like one of my.
And I don't get it. I don't get it because I had it on VHS too. I remember actually with him standing on the alligators on the cover and everything. So I don't get how I didn't see the beginning.
Dude, the Slinky part was one of my favorite parts of any movie.
Yeah, that was great.
It lands on that final.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
What were you gonna say, Billy?
What happened?
You were saying something that I
started
really.
Saying something and then
Where am I? I said Bumblebee Tuna, and then I said something like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck. Well, there goes that.
Nice. By the way, your jingle balls are showing. Bumblebee Tuna. Nice. So yeah, A Christmas Story is a really good one for sure.
A Christmas Story. You know what? I'll tell you what recent Christmassy type of one that I actually liked was the one with what's the one with the Scrooge? Ebenezer Scrooge.
Oh, Christmas Carol.
A Christmas Carol. Jim
The
Carrey's
the CGI
digital
one.
CGI one. I actually fucking like that one. Like that's my new
Yeah.
favorite Christmas movie. Yeah. Nicole tried to do Polar Express. Like that's one of her favorites, and
I
I'll
like
watch it
Polar
with her.
Express a lot too.
Dude, it's great, but it's like I know it after I saw it the first couple of times for the first few years. The Christmas Carol one is my new favorite by far. Like I could probably watch that every year. I love it. I like that movie a lot.
Yeah. Actually, there's a weird like connection between those two because Polar Express when that first came out, like, and the kids looked so realistic.
Hmm.
But then if you look at a Christmas Carol with Jim Carrey, like
It's insane,
that
man.
is insane
It
animation.
really is. It really is. That's what hooked me because it's not a cartoon and it's not real. It's right in between. Technically, it's a cartoon. But
Yeah.
The only thing I didn't like was like the little flame character.
you know what's real weird about that? The first time I saw it, it kind of tripped me out a little bit. The flame
Right.
character, it freaked me out. It really did. But I don't like dude. Is that Martin Short? Seriously, is the flame character Martin Short? It looks like him. It seems like him doing a funny voice.
I thought they were all Jim Carrey.
All of them, every single one, huh?
That's what I thought. I don't know.
I respect Polar Express for that in the first place. That like a lot of it was Tom Hanks and shit, and
Right, like
all the
Tom
other characters.
Hanks.
But it's funny because they all kind of made him still look like him
I know.
way
Yeah.
too. So I respect that. Plus Tom Hanks is a badass. I mean,
And the Hot Chocolate song was good.
how's that go?
Hot, hot, hot chocolate. Don't you ever let it spill. Blah, blah. Whatever.
Fuck, I don't even remember that.
We got it. Hot, 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 hot chocolate.
Just let him keep embarrassing himself.
Yeah.
Now I want hot chocolate.
I
Yeah,
know.
me
it was
too.
good.
You know, it's like 80 degrees out. I mean, it's because
Yeah.
I'm still fire, but
It could be. I had to put my AC down just to do the podcast. It's like on 73.
Even at SeaWorld, they do,
Maybe
they have
that's
like an ice skating thing, and these penguins come out ice skating with a big pot, and they're like stirring up the hot chocolate, and the other ones are dancing, trying not to let it spill
Where is this?
at SeaWorld.
All
they
right,
have a-
so where's
They have
this
a
hot?
ride that turns into a Polar Express ride.
I
at
got you.
SeaWorld.
I don't remember the song Hot Chocolate on Polar Express at all.
Oh, dude, it's so good.
How do I not remember that?
I don't know. It's like one of the most famous scenes.
Really?
Yeah.
I
Except
must have
for,
just-
I think the most famous is when they're on the ice and the track, there's no track, and they're on the ice trying to go to the next part of the track.
That is cool.
Yeah.
But you know what? I actually, because Nicole liked the movie, I think I got the DVD, the 3D version of it. Turned all the lights off. Came with a couple 3D glasses, and Matt
You
was with us
masturbated.
at the time. No, I wish. I wish. It
I
was
don't know
very
how. There's no
I had to do
female
it with-
characters.
quickness with my North Pole while no one was looking.
Nice.
So me, Matt, and Nicole were watching it, and it wasn't 3D at all. I mean, I had the TV set up perfect. There's nothing wrong with the color on the TV. Turned the lights down, put the 3D fucking glasses on, and I think this might have been the breaking point to where I didn't like Polar Express as much anymore because I loved my cat, and there's a reason why I say this. I loved my cat a lot, but my cat kind of got freaked out with the 3D glasses. I put the glasses on, and I told Nicole, I said, why are we even fooling ourselves? It's not
But
3D.
like 3D glasses that came with the movie, or
Yep.
do you have a 3D TV?
Nope,
Yeah,
it was
you don't-
3D glasses that
you
came
gotta
with
have
the
a 3D
movie.
TV. I keep telling you that.
Yeah.
Not with 3D glasses. It
Yeah,
doesn't make
that is what it is. I keep
gotta
telling
be
you that all the time.
No, he's saying he got like a special one that was supposed to work on any TV.
Okay, like,
If I watched it on, I have a 3D TV, and I bet if I watched it,
yeah, you get the
know,
wrong 3D
on
one.
the actual 3D version, and use my actual glasses, it would look good.
It didn't say you must have a 3D TV on the DVDs.
No,
I don't even think 3D TVs were out when I bought the movie.
right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. But
It's
none
fake.
of those
Yeah.
ever
Okay.
for any movie, so why would you expect any different?
It blew. Just like we went to the theater to see Avatar, and I didn't want to see the 3D version. That's all they had. We had to pay extra for it, paid extra for the glasses. It was not that great. In the beginning, it was 3D, like with the words and the letters
Right.
before the movie started, and that was great. But then there was a
Yeah.
couple things where some things came out of the screen that were like little frilly things and stuff. I'm like, it's taking away from the movie. I actually want to watch the movie. I didn't want anything popping out at me.
Right.
So with
There's
Polar
one time. Go on.
Be
I
free.
froze. You guys thought I froze.
We froze
You
because
guys-
it's nice and Christmassy out. We're all frozen, like
We're frozen.
Disney's Frozen.
Yeah, so here's what happened. Then you can tell your story, you bastard.
Yeah.
All right. Polar Express, put the 3D glasses on, watched the movie, took the 3D glasses off, cat whacked me right in the eyeball.
Nice.
Wow.
Like, I think the cat hated the 3D glasses on, but I took them off, and she went to whack at him like she had 3D glasses on. She was just
No,
like,
what happened was she whacked you in the eye, so you wouldn't have any depth perception in real life either.
she's like, now you got one.
now you gotta wear 3D glasses just to see regular in real
Just
life.
to see, just to see in real life. Exactly.
Ooey ooh, I look like 3D Buddy Holly.
Nice. What were you gonna say, Sam?
Oh, I've seen
Since it's a better story.
3D movie
I'll say.
once, and it was the Harold and Kumar Christmas one.
Oh,
and,
Did a cock
I bet it
come
was
like
good.
right out of the
I think
screen?
I saw that one in
yes,
3D.
there were 3D cocks in it, and
Makes
but like
sense.
it was actually funny because like there's totally like you know what it is because the movie's stupid. It's you accept it,
Right.
Like
It's
so
just like a lot of people say one of the best movies to see in 3D is Jackass 3D.
yeah,
Because they can go out of their way to
do stupid.
just for the 3D, you know.
Exactly. Like usually, if it was like, let's say in like an, sorry, my light keeps turning on because it's a touch lamp. I keep putting my hand against it. But what was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought completely.
Just
You're
because you
saying
have a
you
touch
usually
lamp.
go to
Okay.
CD.
Okay, yeah. If it was like a realistic movie, like let's say there's guns and stuff, and it's just like let's shoot the screen, and you see the bullet come 3D. That's kind of stuff that's just like they just did that for the 3D. I don't know.
Right.
That gets me bad. But like in Harold Kumar, like you'll see like what was it? There's something. There's just so much shit that like does pop out on purpose, but it's just like the movie's
Right.
stupid. So it's like
Literally?
it's
Probably.
okay. Yeah, like pops out on the screen, and then like of course the smoke looks like real smoke coming out of the screen and shit.
Right.
That's actually pretty cool. And then then the 3D cock, everything just it was actually funny. I liked it just for being a
Bruno.
stupid movie.
If they had Bruno in 3D, forget it. I'd have to leave. It's crazy.
There's already too many D's in that movie.
There's
Yeah.
more than 3Ds for sure.
Right.
And it already popped, and it was popping out the one part of the movie. Have you guys seen? You saw?
I
Bruno,
haven't
right?
actually.
I haven't seen Bruno either. I've seen
Oh,
every other
God.
Sacha Baron Cohen movie.
You might as well just call him Sausage Baron Cohen,
Nice.
because it's fucking
The,
ridiculous. The dicks.
Did you know that Seth Rogen and Jonah Hill both worked on his show for like no money?
Really?
Yeah, and they were because on his show, the Ali G show, was crazy, and he would almost do anything. So they were just like, let's write the most ridiculous shit that you could ever imagine him doing, and we'll see if he does it. Like, which it created the Bruno character out of one of their writings was going to Daytona,
Alabama?
and instead of doing like Girls Gone Wild, they did like Guys Gone Wild or something.
Yeah.
Like, oh, pull out your penis and we'll give you a T-shirt or something, like the opposite.
Nice.
And Seth Rogen wrote that bit.
Wow. I wonder who wrote the bit for him to go to Alabama, because that was great. When he went to the football
In the
team.
movie or in the show?
In the show. That was hilarious. When he was interviewing the coach, he's like,
I
is
think
any
he was
advice?
part of that because he was talking about how, like, literally the next day they almost killed him. Like, they were trying to literally kill him and stuff.
Yeah, they did not. They did not like the homosexual thing, and the thing is, the way he was interviewing like the star football players, he was trying to insinuate that maybe there was
Yes.
some locker
Dude, that
room
was Seth
stuff.
Rogen. Seth
Oh my
Rogen came
God,
up with that.
Jimmy,
You gotta watch him
I,
on Howard Stern. Watch Seth Rogen on Howard Stern.
I thought I'm scratching my Christmas balls right now. I thought that I thought that Sasha Cohen came up with that stuff. If that was Seth Rogen, if I would have known from the bat that that was Seth Rogen, I would have said Seth Rogen was a genius a long time ago.
Dude,
Because,
he just literally said he would try and write shit that was gonna
and
get him killed.
Sasha would do anything. Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
That was insane, dude, because
But
the coach was just like straight up. The coach was like the leader of the whole thing, and then he's just he's asking him like some sort of advice or whatever, and he said, "Why don't you start being professional and stop being such a fucking fag?"
Yeah, that's right. I remember.
Remember that?
He showed me that or
I've never
something.
even
Yeah.
seen it. I just know
It was
them
fucking.
talking about it on
It holds up. So you
Howard
know,
Stern.
Seth Rogen was ahead of his time, and even now, what he's doing right now, he's still ahead of his time. I'm not
Right.
saying he's the greatest, funniest, best writer in the world or anything, but the things that he's doing is more relevant than the same old repetitive shit that people do in comedy today, regardless, you know.
Yeah.
And he picks the right people, you know, for him to play parts that he was supposed to be in. He ended up being a cop in Superbad. Didn't you tell me that Jonah Hill's part was supposed to be kind of his part, like how?
Well, he just wrote it from his perspective when he was
Right.
actually in high school.
Yeah.
He wrote that in high school and just held on to it until.
How fucking believable is that? That's just such a great movie. And the thing is it's so natural. He's actually a real writer, you know?
Right.
But in comedy, so it's not cheap shot. It's not cheap shit. And obviously he wrote for other people too. I have more respect for him now that you said that.
Yeah.
That he worked with Sasha Cohen on the fucking Ali G show and shit, man. That
Right.
is great.
But I don't know if he was using the most of his writing chops. He was just really just trying to see what the fuck the guy would do, and he would do
Right.
anything.
Right. He was like underground jackass.
He would never break character. Like, I guess in that skit, like with the coaches or whatever, like didn't they were literally like chasing after him, trying to kill him, but he wouldn't break character either.
No, there's no way. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just he's too professional. Even though the coach said he's not professional, he's a fucking fag.
Right. Did you Bill, did you talk to Sam about your Christmas 12 day of Christmas theory?
Yeah, first of all, the 12 Days of Christmas.
Did you
What
talk to
an
Sam about it or
It's
no?
just an unbelievable. Here's how. No, I never talked to him about it. No.
All right, I want to see. We should challenge him first, or do you
All
want to?
Put the challenge out there.
All right, Sam. Can you do the 12 days of Christmas from 1 through 12?
No.
What they are?
Can you do it from 12 to 1?
Maybe. 12 Pipers piping?
I do like how you said no instantly because it almost seems like you already know that you can't. It's
No,
almost
I
like you know
can't.
the reason why.
Of course I know the 5 golden rings part, but then it's like 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. From 6 on, I don't know. 5 to 1, I know.
Yeah, but I'm talking about what we're saying is
6
I
geese a
don't-
laying or something. I don't know.
Well, the whole thing is the whole challenge is it's not just for you. It'd be for everybody.
Right.
Even somebody that knows 12 Days of Christmas by heart, I bet you that they can't do 1 through 12 instead of 12
Right.
through 1. What
Yeah.
I mean by that is
You got to repeat them.
yes, the song is designed from
Yeah.
going backwards right from the beginning. So much your brain is trained to it that you can't go from 1 to 12 in a row. I just
Right.
want
You got to repeat it over and over again, too.
Right.
It's like Paula Abdul's famous song, "One step forward, 2 steps back," but
Yeah.
it's like 1 step forward all the way up to 12 steps back.
Yeah.
You know?
Dude, and by the time you're done with that 12-step program, you want to drink because the song is just horrible. Even the
There's
comedy
only-
versions.
There's 1 day of Christmas. That's the worst part. And
Yeah.
what is it supposed to be, Hanukkah or something?
Yeah, it's called fucking
And
12
Hanukkah
days.
is Not even 12.
Yeah,
What's that? I know, yeah.
they have 8.
I don't
It's
know
like
what-
Christmas.
Doesn't make sense.
Why were they trying to be better than Hanukkah? They're like, we're going to give 12 gifts for the 12 days of Christmas. There is no 12 days of Christmas. Just like you said, Sam, there's only one. It's not 12 Okay, so 12 days of Christmas. For the next 12 years, you get one shitty gift then, because there's only one day of Christmas per year.
Yeah.
So at the 12th year, you finally get, and the gifts get worse.
And they only
one through like 7, besides the rings, are all different birds.
Yeah.
And then like 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 are very gay. Like
yes.
Piper's 10 Piper or whatever, Piper's piping.
They're piping
11,
and there's lords leaping. Like that
Lords
kind of seems
leaping.
like prancing to me. You know.
and then 12 drummers drumming.
Here's your gift. Here's your gift towards the end. A bunch of fags leaping all over the place. You
Right.
know? And I mean
I'm
fags
okay with
in the
made to
traditional term.
milking. You know, I wouldn't mind getting that. Especially depends on what they're milking too. You know.
Well, but then they're pregnant. You know, it's like, and then you got 8. Then you
No,
got
that could be
16
fast.
milking titties.
No, they're milking a dude. That's what I was thinking.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, there you
See
go.
where you're going with that. Still, how's that a good gift
Ass
for you?
pregnant. It could be like 3 months after they had a kid and they're still.
Oh,
No.
I think it's ass pregnant.
No.
Yeah.
Ass pregnant?
Past pregnant.
Something
Okay.
smells bad about that pregnancy.
Yeah.
That's how
Mr. Hanky was born.
yeah, ass pregnant.
How shitty are those gifts, though? I mean, nobody wants, towards the end, everybody in your home prancing around and dancing and milking all over the place. Like,
It's not even timeless. Back then they want like, I don't know, a book or something.
Right. 5 golden rings is pretty good.
Yeah, that's
it is
really
good, but you only need one. Like, why all 12? You should have did one gold.
One for each
gold ring.
finger.
Yeah.
That's what
But they need
yeah. Yeah.
but you're not putting one on your thumb, and then you really need 8 of them.
8.
Back then, you
Yeah.
could have 5 golden rings, and it would have been a decent gift. But if 5 golden rings today, the cost of that would have trumped any other thing. You could have done 1 golden ring in the beginning for the first day of Christmas, and you would have been done. We're talking about a person that's trying to give good gifts here, and it started with the fucking partridge, and
Right.
then 5 golden rings later. It's like, and if it's supposed to be progressively better,
Those are all shitty birds too, right? They don't even like talk or anything.
no, they're not. Yeah, it's not like.
I mean, this could be like an African gray,
Well,
then it's
doesn't-
like, yeah.
Isn't 6. Which one's calling birds? Because don't calling birds
Call?
or no?
It could just be
Oh,
the
probably
mockingbird.
Yeah.
The bird that goes tweet tweet and shit, or the mocking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's not a.
Today they.
I want one of those like birds that like talks, and like there's this one video on YouTube where it's just like, what does he say? Oh, the bird like gets pissed off. Like, the bird's just always like swearing and stuff. And then it's in Britain too. So she's just like what's the name? It's some normal name.
Oh, that's rubbish.
Yeah, she's just like, no, stop it, stop that, don't talk. She's talking to a bird, and he's like, I'm a fucking legend, I'm a fucking legend, and shit like that. And he's like,
Does the bird have a British accent?
yeah, kind of, but like he's just so pissed off he can barely tell.
I know, but.
But yeah, they repeat what's said, but that means they were going like, I'm a fucking legend to it or something. It's just like that means they had to do that.
Legend.
That
Yeah.
is awesome.
And then I was like, what is he saying at first? And she's like, no, you're not a fucking legend. You're a bad boy. And stuff. He's
That's
picking at
awesome.
his husband's beard. He's just like, what are you doing? It's just like,
How did nobody make a like
It's
a
like
rap
kind of
remix
chill.
out of that shit?
what?
How did nobody make like a rap remix out of that?
I'm sure it's on YouTube.
Oh, they'd have to. If
Yeah.
not, I'm going to do it right after the show's over.
Isn't there a band called Deathbeak where the parrot's a lead singer of a death metal band?
No way.
I think it's called Deathbeak or something like that.
That's
What the
awesome.
fuck's it called? I know it's a real thing. I can't remember what the name of the band is though.
I don't know, but there's this one bird that can, like, after it hears any sound, it can replicate it. It's not even like a mockingbird. It's some other bird, and hey, I have like a chainsaw.
Hmm.
It's at like some zoo, and they had like it had heard chainsaws before, so
Mhm.
like it can make an exact chainsaw noise or like thousands of different noises this one bird can make. It was
Interesting.
insane.
I remember
You're a
when I was
sound guy.
remember like Aunt Jackie's bird. She still has that too. They live forever.
Yeah, you do. You gotta like
and
sign
one
off
time-
to that shit.
One time I was coughing near it, and he copied my cough. So something like that. It's
Oh
just
my
like
God.
for the rest
That
of the day.
that right there alone, no offense to Aunt Jackie's bird, but just birds in general, the way I am, I don't even like it when my dog whines.
Yeah.
And if I was mocked, instantly I'd want to kill the bird.
I know.
I mean, I hate saying that because I know bird lovers are bird lovers,
I know.
and people
I
like
wouldn't
me,
want one
they
personally.
fucking hate people like me. But
I wouldn't want one personally, but it's pretty cool though, because it's just like it'll start raining outside, and you hear the bird saying it's raining and stuff like that. It's just like they know exactly what they mean, even. They even know what the words mean.
Companionship, though, like if I lived alone in an apartment in New York City or whatever, rich as fuck, but I had no friends because I'm a rich douchebag or whatever, and I had a bird to greet me, and I'd be like, "You're my pal," and I'd take shots with him and shit.
Yeah.
Maybe then I would have a bird.
It's called a lyre bird. Here, I want to play some of the sounds I can do.
Okay.
1 second.
Right now.
Yeah, I should have done that. Damn it.
It's a fucking professional wrestler connoisseur bird.
You hear that? That's the bird.
Wow.
Really sounds like somebody blowing their nose.
No, I hear it's like a chainsaw kind of.
Sounds like a turkey cutter.
He's doing construction noises.
It sounds like a.
That sounds like a drill. That was a drill.
You know,
sure.
that sounds just like a sawzall, the one before that. Yeah.
Yeah, because everybody loves hearing drill sounds.
You hear that?
I want one that farts and it
Wait,
farts.
oh, you hear the saw right there? Hang on.
Wow.
Did he just say, "Do you want to play a game"?
Hang on, I gotta pause it every so often so we don't get effed up.
So basically, the bird does the most annoying noises in the world. I mean, nobody wants to hear a drill, especially when they have a toothache or something. You know, it's like, oh, you're gonna go to the dentist. It's like your bird is mocking the fuck out of you. All right, so how do we go off the rails here? Because first of all,
Maybe we should get back to Christmas stuff.
yeah, because a partridge in a pear tree.
Yeah.
First of all, for the first gift, you get a partridge and a pear tree because if
I don't like pears.
yeah, but it doesn't matter though. This is my point. It was somebody that gave a gift to somebody else. The first gift was 2 gifts in one that gave many other fruitful gifts, literally, because it's in a pear tree. So he didn't just give you a partridge because they wouldn't even mention the pear tree. They mentioned the gift. This is supposed to be a gift-oriented thing.
Yeah, but
If
like
you already had a pear tree, they wouldn't mention that pear tree you already had.
Are you
It's
sure
not
one want? If you own the Maids of Milking, then that sounds pretty good to me.
If you own the Maids of Milking,
The Maids of Milking.
that's not
somebody
even a gift, though.
Yeah,
You know
it
what
is
I mean?
because that's what they're giving to you. Thy true love gave to me this. You're getting them. They're your slaves.
Well, yeah, I guess so, technically.
There you
That
go.
all right? I'll give you that.
Hang on, put your handkerchief up. They're your slaves.
Oh, this.
Yeah. Yeah.
See? Now you know what we're talking about.
Jesus Christ.
Why don't you
I
just have a
didn't mean-
Santa hat that goes like this?
Because I took a paper towel, wrote 2012 Xmas, 15 Xmas. It's backwards, so I thought it was a 12 because I
No.
could see it backwards on Hangouts. It's fucking.
Well, then
bad.
why did you think the 2 was a 5?
I don't
5.
know. I have no idea because I know I
can do
wrote
that.
it.
I do that too.
5,000, 2106.
On an alarm clock, they are backwards. It's 2 and a 5. So.
I didn't know it was gonna look like a Klan hat. I mean, I was just trying to be fucking spiritual or whatever the fuck they call it during Christmas. Festive.
Jolly.
It's one of the things
Some
that
shit.
they say.
Right.
Time.
I like the red shirt.
Festivus
Got
for the
one,
rest
too.
of them.
Yours is collared though. It's a little better than mine. But you don't have a fire and a Christmas tree and a stocking.
Right, mine's actually red. You just can't see the red on my shirt.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's pretty
Mine's
good.
a fucking wool sweater and it's 85 degrees out.
I was doing.
Hey, look, it's not as hot as in here.
I know, dude's got a fire going.
I saw something that was great today, and I wouldn't have expected it. It was a 55 and up manufactured home community where I was doing a job today. And as I was driving by, somebody had what looked like Halloween decorations, and it was Krampus with like
Nice.
yeah. I mean, it's a
Krampus
55 and up
Or
or
Krampus?
Krampus, right? Is it Krampus?
Krampus.
I should know this. And Krampus is on the campus. So I'm driving by and it looks like Halloween decorations, and it's the most decorated thing there. And I see this demonic looking figure, and it's like, you better be good or Krampus is gonna get you. And then and this guy's at least 55 years old because it's a 55 and up community. I'm guessing they could be close to their 60s, maybe later. And they got like, it looked like they had like fake spider webs, and they had like 2 Grim Reapers and shit. It was scary as hell. And this retirement community, like, there's got to be some old people there that are just like, I'm calling the board about this, you know.
Right.
But I thought it was great. I'm looking at it, I'm like, that is fucking awesome. They went like on a totally different realm. Like, there's a couple signs you see. It's like, keep Christ in Christmas and all that kind of stuff. And then there's Krampus, and I'm like, this just made my day. It's like Halloween during Christmas. It's becoming a thing. Is that Santa Claus?
It's probably hard to sell what you're selling in a 55 and older community.
What I'm selling?
Like, yeah, you're selling like. Are you selling stocks now that come to fruition in like 52 years or something?
Is that what I'm selling?
Yeah, that's what I heard. You pay like $1 and they get like 800 back, but it doesn't come good for 50 years or something.
Right, and then they had to pay me up front, you know, for the return. And
right.
I'm one of those typical Florida assholes that just rip old people off all the time.
Exactly.
Like, this is why it's the retirement capital of the world. You can go at 30-something years old and then retire in like 2 years.
Yeah.
Ripping old people off, or like, so you sell them. Yeah, they get no return, and that's just how it goes.
Right, exactly.
If I really was like that, you wouldn't even see me right now, because I just couldn't sleep at night. I'd be a fucking zombie. There's no way I could ever rip an old person off. No.
Oh yeah.
Not unless they like rip me off first. Like if an 80-year-old dude held me up at gunpoint and like took my money or something like that, then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna fucking.
And you'd be like, here, come.
All ye faithful.
Buy this stock from Bernie Madoff or something, you know.
Or Tom, take your money.
Don't hold me up. I have this great opportunity for you. There's this guy I know. His name's Bernie Madoff. All right?
I got an offer that you cannot refuse.
Yeah. Exactly.
Be like, how about I sell you some bullets for that gun?
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah. So 12 Days of Christmas blows, because the first gift you get like 2 gifts in one, and then the second gift is just shitty off the bat, and it's just a horrible song. And I mean, what other songs are like that, where it's like it just doesn't make sense? I'm not talking about ones that are supposed to be comical.
Well, I always thought the second gift was one of my favorite, but then I didn't realize that there was like turtle doves weren't like flying turtles.
I know. I still can't help but think that they're flying turtles.
Really? You guys thought they were flying?
No, I didn't. I just still can't. I still have in my head like I can't think of. I think of like Koopa Troopas with the wings.
Fucking Koopa. 2 Koopa Troopas.
I thought that was really the best gift when I heard it. I was like, why are they screaming out 5 golden rings? I want fucking 2 flying turtles.
Yeah.
Turtle doves.
Yeah.
Oh, Christ.
That's what I was.
Which would be totally useless. I mean, a turtle's useless without wings, and now they're flying all over the place. It's the worst gift ever.
I got a turtle. A turtle just sits there in the water, and
I love turtles. Don't get me wrong. Or tortoises.
It just sits there in the water and lives.
It's fine. I mean, it's okay. I mean, my poop does the same thing, but whatever.
Turtle heads.
That's why they call it turtle heads. Yeah.
Exactly. There they are. And after now,
you know what the best thing to do? I actually meant like they sit in the water, live. The best thing turtles do is not die. Like.
Yeah.
I mean, no, it's true, because like a hamster could just die like in 2 days after you get it. A turtle is just like, I'm not dying for a long time. Right. Yeah.
And if you think about it, like,
investment now.
What should be the goal in every animal's life on Earth? To live as long as possible, and turtles have that down.
Flies suck at it.
Yeah, flies are terrible.
I love how some people are just like, well, I'm going to kill myself now, and turtle just stays there and is like, I'm not going to ever die, or even attempt to do, and they can't.
Just
if they want to die the whole time.
If I'm walking across the street, traffic will actually be stopped for me.
Right. That does
like,
happen a lot.
You're a squirrel?
My Christmas thing says, oh, or is that just on my side?
It says ho ho ho.
Oh.
All right, so yeah, we're
Remember, it's
good.
in reverse. God,
Yeah,
dude,
yeah, yeah.
we just
We're good.
established that.
My bad.
Thing is about turtles and crossing the street around here in Florida is, you know how you said everybody stops, like a human can die when a turtle's crossing the road, but there
Right.
is that one time where I literally saw a redneck just swerve to hit the turtle and annihilated him. Like that almost ruined my life. Almost ruined my life, dude, because I always stop for turtles, and I really fucking love turtles. I love amphibians, reptiles, whatever, but not so much dogs. You fucking bastard. Shut up out there.
You know
But
what they should do? They should make a game that's like almost impossible, but like Frogger, but with a turtle that moves
Oh
like
my-
super slow.
dude, and then people try to speed run it on Twitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
I just remember the Tortoise and the Hare computer game in like the 90s or something.
what?
I don't remember that one.
Oh, also in
Instead of elaborating, you're just gonna move right on to the next thing, like something we've never
it's
heard
like
of.
it was like a point and click game, like a book game kind of thing. It's like not even.
As soon as you said point and click, it's like, man.
There's the games, the Sly Cooper games. In one of them, you could play as like a turtle in a wheelchair.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
he's faster.
Actually, yes, because it's motorized. If I remember, I never played it, but I think
Sly
it's one of them.
Cooper is so close to Sly Pooper that it's.
Yes, I know. I always saw that
Shitty
too.
aftermath. It's not the shitty aftermath. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Fuel log.
It's like, hey yo, Adrian, I'm a pooper.
I couldn't imagine Frogger
It's
with
like
the turtle.
it's like Anderson Pooper from CNN.
Jesus Christ.
Oh man, hanging with Mr. Pooper too.
Alice Pooper.
Alice Pooper.
How come you guys are stealing them all? I'm so thinking so many Cooper things right now, and I can't do it.
Pooper
Alice
tires.
Pooper
What is it?
Trooper. Poopa Troopa.
Cooper Trooper.
Pooper. All right,
This should totally be. Yeah, we should just wait till the aftermath to become more probably.
I'm with
We
Poopid.
probably won't. I think we killed them all.
You
Yeah.
did. I can come up with a good one. But Frogger with the turtle, dude. The theme song would be dun 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 dun
Right.
dun 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 dun
Yeah.
dun.
The end.
I wasn't sure if you were done or not. So
Yeah, close. I wasn't.
let's move on to some of the best Christmas specials TV show wise.
Christmas specials. I got two. And there probably was more than two. Any Married with Children Christmas special was the fucking greatest.
Those are damn good.
They are unbelievable. One of them has Sam Kinison, for Christ's sake, which was a
Yeah.
legend, died before his time, and they got him, and they put him on the fucking show. And
Yeah,
right.
it's just unbelievable. It's probably that might be my favorite. That and any other Married with Children Christmas episode, unbelievable. Unbelievably funny.
Sam, what do you think? You in the same boat or?
That and I feel like there's so many though. Like anytime I watch Christmas special, I like it. God, even like I like the South Park ones. Even like
I was gonna say every single South Park one. That was
Yeah.
gonna be mine too. Is amazing.
it pissed me off. Like they're the way they do the seasons now, it never lands near Christmas anymore. That's what pissed me off. So they don't have any more Christmas specials.
Right. Which that's how they started,
special.
really, with the Christmas card.
I know.
Remember?
Yeah.
That's how they started with an animated Christmas card.
Exactly. That was
Jesus for Santa or whatever.
Yep. That was the first. Not even called South Park. It's called The Spirit of Christmas. That's what it's called. Yeah.
Right.
It's a random cartoon made by Matt and Trey. They're just like The Spirit of Christmas wasn't called South Park or anything.
Right.
Yeah.
And that wasn't the one where Cartman had an satellite.
No, that was the first
No, that's
episode.
the actual first episode.
Yeah.
But the Mr. Hanky stuff, when Mr. Hanky had his kids. And
Howdy
then
ho!
the Woodland Critter Christmas
Oh my God.
was one of the greatest things I've ever seen in my
Yeah.
life. Just
What
all
the
around.
Satanist and just
Oh
ridiculousness.
my gosh. And then they come back in Imagination Land. Remember that?
Yeah.
He's like, oh, there's nice little creatures.
Yeah. They come in that, and then you find them in the game too.
Oh, do you?
Which
But
one?
in
The
that
newer one?
imagination, they're like,
Yeah.
he's like, oh, there's cute little bear and squirrel. And then all of a sudden he's like, they're raping me. They're raping me. Because you couldn't
Yeah.
see it. He was going through like the imagination portal or whatever.
Yeah.
You ever see the imagination ones, Bill?
I I love South Park and everything like that, but I haven't caught it in such a long time that I literally a whole born to kids were born, watched South Park while it was still on, still being written today, right? I mean,
Yeah.
still got
Yeah.
new stuff.
These
And
last 3 episodes they just had were some of the most genius I've seen.
Yeah, about ads
Really?
and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, about ads, like how they're
The worst
creeping.
part is, I watched it on on their website too, and they have the worst fucking ads on there.
I know.
It lasts forever. It's just like, get rid of these fucking
Because-
ads. And then the show starts. It's like, yeah, get rid. And then Jimmy's like, it's just like, these and that. It's talking about ads.
Well, and they were talking about like you're paying for a service and you're still getting ads and how much I hated that.
Yeah.
But it's like their stuff's through Hulu now.
Yeah.
So they're like, you pay for Hulu and Hulu still gives you ads. You would think like,
I got it for free though. Like I'm watching it for free on there. That's probably
Yeah,
why.
yeah.
I thought you
did you
get
have
I thought
ad
you paid-
blocker?
Even if you have ad blockers, there's no way to block them that I know of.
Right.
Those ads, they got around it. But and in the episode they talk about it too. It's just like, and they're talking about in the episode, they're saying they have ad blockers, but we'll always find a way around them and stuff. It's just,
right.
yeah, the episodes are about
That's
ads.
clever. They first talked about cable. How when cable first came around, it was cool because you'd pay for the TV, so you didn't have to have ads.
Yeah, exactly.
And then they still added the ads even though you were paying.
Yeah.
Like then the internet came along and you didn't have ads anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden you realize everything you're searching for adds up to ads for you that are
Yep.
just for you and stuff.
Sponsored content. Yep.
You know why
Yeah,
porno is
content.
free? You know
What's
why
that?
porno is free? Porno.
What's that?
Porno.
Pornography?
It's free because you're watching the ad. They're literally selling themselves. Like if you like the girl that's in the video or the guy, and plus they'll do a before thing and an after thing, which we don't watch anyways. Because
Right.
it'll say like Brazers at the end or Bang Bus or whatever, and they'll give it for free in HD on Xhamster anyways. I actually have a dedicated site now. I don't go all over the place.
I just think it's crazy that like I wonder how they justify how much they're selling ads for on like YouTube. Thank you, YouTube, for giving us this show.
We got
But-
right out of porno real quick.
Yes, this fire is
Made
brought to you
me
by
look like a
YouTube.
weirdo. That's okay.
This
Right.
fire is brought to you by YouTube.
Exactly. But how do they know how much that ad is actually resulting in like extra
Revenue.
stuff for their company, you know?
They just test the waters, I guess.
Because I've never even looked at an ad on YouTube or anything and been like,
Well,
oh,
what it is
I want to buy.
there's like an overall ad company, and their set of then you go through them, and then they go to YouTube. Like, so
And I guess if you skip an ad,
that's why.
they don't even make money. Like if you
Yeah.
click that skip, it doesn't count as you watching that ad. So the
Really?
company who paid for that doesn't.
I know AdBlock doesn't count ads. That's why
Right.
they try to get rid of it. But I know that like you can go to one website and then you can go to a completely different website on the same exact ads a lot of times because there's like an ad company that puts them on a lot of websites.
Yeah, it's skim links. Whenever there's something that they see that you type into Google or whatever, your ad pertains to that, it defeats the whole purpose of marketing. They're supposed to be advertising you something that you're not interested in. That's what advertising is. If you're interested in it, you go and get it. They're supposed to introduce something to you that's enticing you to buy. And
See, I
skim
think-
links. you put it in Google and Skimlinks will, they'll track it. Like if I put this thing, Focusrite through Sweetwater, I bought it through Sweetwater, but if I looked up some of the stuff on it, it would say like Musician's Friend or something like that, an advertisement for Musician's Friend all of a sudden, because I looked it up on Google.
Yeah.
I would think YouTube should be more for like huge companies or movies. Except for it's retarded that you have to watch an ad before you watch a movie trailer or something.
Yeah.
But,
it is an ad already, for Christ's sake.
I know.
Right.
But like I think like the huge companies should do YouTube, but not like when you see like these smaller companies like local. Sometimes I'll get like a local like car dealership or something. I'm like, this is retarded for you to have an ad on YouTube. Go spend your money elsewhere, because.
What are you trying to say, that it's going somewhere else aside from YouTube? Maybe it just pertains to you locally. They're not doing that ad in California.
Yeah, it only shows up.
Right. I'm just saying, YouTube doesn't seem like a place where that's gonna garner more business for your company. Like McDonald's or Pepsi or Coke, it's like so they stay in your mind, even if it's a 5-second ad for Coke, so they'll never go away. Not like I don't know. It's not like I'm gonna see. A Nissan dealership and be like, ooh, I need to call this Nissan dealership right now. They had a YouTube ad.
But that's how radio ads are too. That doesn't really entice you too much.
No, YouTube, radio ads. If you're on like a talk show or something, you feel you have a relationship with that radio personality.
Oh, true. Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. Yep.
That's how.
You feel like you trust them, after 10
Like if I was on YouTube and I was watching, say, a semi-useless show.
Right.
And I was a schmo.
Why would you ever?
And I liked everything that they sponsored.
Who would
and I
watch
went,
that?
hey, I'm drinking Guinness today. Then, oh, he likes Guinness. I'm going to go drink Guinness. Or drinking Cigar City Tocobaga Red.
Right. Right now.
Hey, I'm going to go pick that up because I know they have great taste.
Yep.
Outside of Guinness, which is...
It is good.
Case. But Tocobaga Red is great for all you schmoes.
Where's my check? Where's my check at?
Where's my money?
Also sponsored by...
You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's a YouTube personality and they say it themselves, that makes sense to me. But if during our show there was a commercial that didn't have anything to do with us, I wouldn't be like, oh, I better go.
That's why Coke puts Santa on and Santa puts his face on Coke, because it's a relationship,
You know that Santa was a tiny elf until Coca-Cola drew him large. Did you know that?
You're kidding me.
No lie.
What are you talking about?
You know today is straight from Coca-Cola.
I think that
You're
just drank
kidding
too
me.
much Coke and he got fat.
Maybe. No, the original Santa, like if you listen to The Night Before Christmas, a bright, jolly old elf. He was an elf.
Yeah, I know.
He was just an older elf.
He's supposed to be an elf, I think, but fat ass elf.
Yeah, but how fat do you think he is here? I mean, he could look just like this and he could be 4 foot tall though.
No, but if you see the large pictures of him that Coke originally drew, he was a bigger guy. So compared to the other smaller elves, originally he was the same size as the other elves.
Well, actually, there might be something to that, because my mom has a bunch of like painted Santas from different years in different countries, and they started changing, and then ours is the last one. Like right before us was Holland. I think it looked a lot like our Santa. Holland did, but then ours looked like. Come to think of it, they're not that fat either.
What were they? Knickknacks?
Yeah, like little Saint Knickknacks.
Like actual size of Santa.
Saint Knickknacks.
Yeah, and then. But then this is like 1925. That's when our Santa started to look like that, like how he does today. And Coke was around before that, so I don't know.
Yeah.
It'd have to be before 1925, though, or don't buy it.
All right, so now that you're saying that, since Coke was around before 1925, does that mean that cocaine was around before 1925?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How early did
late 1800s? Late 1800s.
Yeah, because it was a medicine a long time ago.
Headache medicine.
We used to use cocaine for everything.
Well, then what the fuck is wrong with it then? It's been around forever. It's still around. Obviously, it's a good product, cocaine. I mean,
They still use it for surgeries, don't
supply
they?
and
or something?
demand.
No, the only thing that can still legally use coca leaves are Coca-Cola. They still use the coca extract from the leaf.
You're kidding
Doesn't
me.
chocolate use it too?
It's not pure. It's not cocaine. They just use
Oh, okay.
some of the extract from the leaves, but they're only ones allowed to have the leaves in the United States. Is Coca-Cola.
But Pepsi tastes so close. I mean, I could taste the difference, but it's just like you think like it's
Kind
not
of the
that big
same
of a deal.
principle, right?
I don't know. I think I taste other Coke or cola products closer to Coca-Cola than Pepsi even. You know, like
Yeah.
some of those knockoff brands
Yeah.
are closer to Coke than
I can
Pepsi
see
is.
that. Yeah.
But then
Yeah.
in the end, it's just like you could just buy a Coke very, very easily.
Yeah.
So it's like, what's the point? I guess Pepsi, it's like a preference, but it's just like, well, cheaper. But it's Coke's already so goddamn cheap anyway.
Pepsi, for a long time, had a better marketing campaign.
Yeah, they did. At one point in time, they really did.
They crushed in the early
Well,
'80s.
first of all, football, just football, anything still.
My
Pepsi
whole
was the
my whole Coca-Cola thing is false on Snopes. So
What? Which one?
the modern image of Santa Claus was created by the
Oh.
Coca-Cola company.
Hmm.
So yeah, never mind. I was wrong.
It's so
about
funny because look at how big this Coke bottle is compared to Santa's whole
That's
image. It's huge.
He's just holding
It's
it
almost
really
like
close.
yeah. Well, I
Yeah,
get that,
That's
but
perspective.
I was gonna not debunk what you were saying. I was just gonna add to it by saying, why would Coke not want him to still be an elf? Because the Coke bottle would look so much bigger and bigger than life. Like, but I guess they wanted Santa to be the image. So is it debunked or what? About
Yeah,
Santa
it's
being
debunked on
jolly.
here. It says.
What website are you looking at though?
Hang on, I'm trying on
'Cause
Snopes.
I want to believe you.
I know I'm trying to read. It is true that since Santa appear fully formed one day.
So in this intermission, what should I do first on Grand Theft Auto 5? Even though I'm a late bloomer here.
Hang on one second.
Right when I ask you a question. Jesus fucking Christ. On a sleigh. That fucking fire is beautiful. That's unbelievable.
Sponsored by Coca-Cola. These are actually throwbacks to the 20s? These bottles here. So I'm trying to see if I think they're 20s or something.
Where'd you get those?
I got these in 2012. Aunt Donna got these are throwbacks. These are made in 2012.
Oh, okay.
This says holiday 2012 on them, but they're like throwbacks. The bottle shapes from like the 20s.
That's pretty cool looking. I like that.
Yeah, so I put those out every Christmas. It's a whole pack of them.
Nice.
Four of them. But I'm trying to see like the Santa on there. It's probably just like a new Santa anyway. But
So he's
So
black.
basically, like 4 years before
1900.
Coca-Cola came out with their version of Santa, which is basically one. So 4 years earlier, somebody else had started using Santa Claus like that, but Coke basically popularized it.
Well, how popular was that guy that Coke attached to it and said, all right, we're going to make him bigger also?
Right.
Who was that person?
I think they hired the guy who first started drawing it. It sounds like.
Oh, okay. It was Walt Disney.
So yeah, they just basically that guy who was drawing Santa, the way everybody liked him, they just like started saying, "Hey, put Coke in your paintings," basically, of Santa.
Huh.
So then he
Bottles
just
of
starts
Coke.
snorting paintings.
So yeah, there was this guy named Sunblom. First, was the first one
Claus.
like that, and then they just said, "Hey, we'll pay you to start just putting him holding a Coca-Cola."
They heard that wrong. It was some bum, and then they changed it.
Yeah.
They're like, he needs to be reputable, but we don't know his
Speaking
name.
of bum, there was a story that I was looking to hear about about a bum.
Eyes wide bum.
Eyes wide bum. Yeah.
Yeah, here's a little warming Christmas tale for you. I was heading over near the intersection on 10th Avenue, and
No.
yeah, no, fucking unbelievable, huh? A red light. So I'm sitting at the red light, bored instantly, obviously, because I had to go somewhere, like everybody else had to. Like I'm fucking special, like nobody else had somewhere to go. And I sit at the red light, but I am bored for the 20 seconds I'm at that red light. And what I see, it may as well have been a quarter mile away, but because they were pretty well endowed, two younger, and I have no idea how young because they were too far away, but all I know is unbelievable racks. I'm sitting at the red light.
We're talking about reindeer, right?
Out in the distance. Well,
Racks on the reindeer.
well, there was a red nose involved, but that was on the bum.
Nice.
Which I shouldn't talk. I'm starting to get a red nose too. And I'm not even an alcoholic, not in it yet anyways. I'm working on it. But so I'm sitting at the red light, and I look up. This is boring, Sam, because Sam's not interested in women.
It's
He's
just a
not
fire.
interested.
The fire.
It's
Getting
This
me kind
is-
of tired.
Yeah.
Story about two hot chicks. Sam,
It's
of
making me
course,
sleepy.
Yeah.
So
No, you're talking about a bum with an alcoholic bum with a red nose so far.
No. There was two
was
hot
Santa
girls
Claus.
too, so you have to picture them in as hookers from
Bikinis.
Grand Theft Auto 5.
Booze in
There
his
you go.
beard.
grope. They're gropeable.
Alright.
Yeah.
So go on.
I'm sitting at the red light, and out in the distance, which is probably could be like 30, 40 yards. I don't know. I'm just taking a wild guess at it. I'm way back at the red light, but I could still see that they're pretty well endowed. And they decided to speed run, fly across the street. So it was just jiggly crazy. It was unbelievable. I was like, oh, okay, nice. So I'm like, holy shit. And you know, if you ever drive around, you see something that you like, and usually you're driving in traffic, and then you can check out the rear view because you're passing by. It's like, oh, that could be nice, and then you look and you're like, oh god, I need glasses.
Real quick, why when that situation is happening, when they're running and the jiggles are going, how come it automatically goes to slow motion in your mind?
It does. It
I
so
know.
does. And that's what brings up this good point about this story, is that's why I think that the person of interest may have imagined this, because here I'm like, oh shit, they were already passed by him at the red light. If it was green, I could have been like, oh, I wonder what the caboose looks like. But they were already gone. But what was left was a guy that was laying on a sidewalk with a 40, just a fucking bum, was just sitting there laying right in the middle of the sidewalk with a 40 right next to him. And he was exactly where those two hot chicks were crossing the street, and his face was like this. And he was annihilated drunk. You could tell he was, but like that made his day because those chicks crossed right where he was. And I laughed so fucking hard because I know what he just saw right in front of his face. That's like the closest thing he'll ever get to like 3D, HD, anything.
That's probably the only time you were envious of a bum. You were like, he probably had the
It's
perfect.
like, you son of a bitch. He's like,
yeah.
Wow.
As I'm driving by, he was. If you could only imagine, like I'm driving, I'm in the van, and then he's just like, just laying there, chill. He thought his day was just going to be another day of drinking.
Right.
I'll go in the woods and jerk off, and then I'll come back out and get maybe a French fry at McDonald's. He fucking was laying there like, I can die now.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe, like, I was like, I know what you just saw, and you're so drunk that you don't even believe you saw it.
Nice. All right, perfect. Perfect ending to the show. Good to
I
be.
got another bum story. Wait a minute.
Really?
All right. What's
Do you
your
wanna
next bum story?
No, let's do it on the shitty aftermath because it doesn't involve stinking.
You talking about the mall?
It's not a good story.
No, I was gonna say
Yes, sir.
save it for after our Christmas special.
Oh, okay.
Another
That's what
episode.
we'll do. All right, you guys got to tune in for another bum story on
Yes.
another following episode.
Yes, exactly. Good to be everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Good to be.
Yes. Happy holidays.
Happy Schmolidays.
Happy Hanukkah. Kwanzaa. Islamic Day.
So no,
So
there's
there's
next episode,
what's that?
but because next episode, I'm saying, fuck you to all the people that think they're gonna in November start doing Christmas shit, October going into Halloween doing Christmas shit. We're doing the fucking 2016 Christmas special next week.
Next
week.
It's still
So
2015
fuck you.
next week though.
We're doing the first 2016
Yep.
Christmas.
We're doing the first 2016 Christmas special next week. Nobody else is having a 2016 Christmas
No, that's right.
but us. That's what
That's a good idea. Let's do that.
Yep. The first one of the year, so fuck everybody else.
Yep.
Trying
First-
to get them on our Christmas shit.
Yeah. Exactly. That's the way we roll.
That's how we roll.
There's super poopers.
I know I was kind of thinking of that, but it wasn't. Didn't we kind of? Oh no, we said
Super
Koopa
Poopers.
or something.
Yeah,
Who?
Poopa Troopas.
Isn't
I
it
gotta
Super
piss
Pooper?
real
It's
quick.
true.
I'll be right back in 2 seconds.
He's got to piss
Number two.
every aftermath. He's got to piss, like right after.
We'll back in 2 seconds.
2 seconds every time. Have you ever heard of a white rapper from Miami called Stitches by any chance?
No.
Oh my God, you just got to look him up.
I'm just
sometime.
imagining J-Rock already.
No, but still, yeah. No, but yeah.
Oh.
Saying.
Saying. It's just like, I don't know, it's just like you have J-Rock.
Well, it's more like a Slim Jesus or there's another thing.
Vanilla Ice.
There's a kid that was like 12 or 13 years old, was talking about rolling up in some ghetto block and shooting them if people talk shit, and then.
Wait, so wait, is he a Vanilla Ice, a J-Rock, or an Eminem? Or an Eminem?
No, he's his own. If
Really?
anything, to me, my first impression, like if you looked at his picture and you heard his voice, my first impression he would have been like a juggalo that turned into a rapper.
Okay.
But he's not. And I'm not saying he's good or bad, but he's as entertaining as fuck. And he's going to blow up and actually, I don't say this about white rappers or anything like that, but this guy, because of who he is. You ever heard of a white rapper named Stitches?
He's done for now.
Why? Because of the
He
game?
got knocked out by the game's manager. He was talking shit about the game, then he got.
It doesn't matter, though. It doesn't matter. He's going to blow up so much more because of it. That's the thing is, he got what he
lost a
wanted.
lot of cred. I think he's gonna be done.
No, he may have lost a lot of credibility, but I didn't hear about him till after that. So, is that losing credibility?
I thought I told you about him before that. I told you about him like a month ago.
The brick in your face guy? Is that what
Yeah.
you told me, that he had the brick in your face? Yeah, but to me, I was just like, oh, okay, so he's got a brick in your face, he's a white rapper, big fucking
Yeah, I
deal.
told you about the Molly Cyrus. He's like, I just took a Molly, so I'm about to fuck Miley Cyrus in her ass.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Yeah, he's like, I put cocaine in your ass, I put my dick in your ass, is what he says.
Right. No, but
I
in a
don't care
different
about
song,
that.
he's
I
got a
don't care
song
about
called
that.
Molly Cyrus, where he's talking about.
But it's not the music that's
Molly,
entertaining me.
Molly
It's
Cyrus.
not the music that entertains me. It's him. I saw his Instagram stuff. I saw the YouTube stuff. And the fact that he doesn't give a fuck, but he does actually give a fuck, because the whole point is he's trying to blow up and he's trying to be famous for being famous. It's not about rap stuff or anything like that. I mean,
but
the lyrics are just
he's kind of messing with
horrible.
the wrong people.
He's not, though. He's doing exactly what he wanted to. And mark my words, so you knew about him before I did, and I listened to the stuff or whatever back then. Like, I was so uninterested, I forgot you even told me about him before, right? But now I'm interested in him because he's moved past that level, and he's so fucked up and so crazy, and the only thing that he cares about is fame, that's not out of the norm. You know, people are talking about, oh, he's a fake ass, blah, 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 this and that. He doesn't flip cocaine, but Anybody can flip cocaine. A drug dealer, if you're credible enough from maybe another person that could vouch for you, they'll give you a bunch of cocaine. But if you don't fucking give them a return, they're going to kill your ass. So anybody can flip cocaine, you know, so everybody's acting like he's fake and all this kind of stuff. They're all buying into it. Whether he's fake or not, I'm not saying he's good, I'm not saying he's bad. He's fucking entertaining, though. People are watching this guy now just for who he is. And he's going to blow up. I'm calling it out. Like, I'm only interested in it because of the drama and the stupid fucking shit that he does. It's like why people watch Jackass. He's a white rapper, Jackass. You know what I mean? It's like he had a crew, then his own crew. There's worse that happened since the game incident. His own crew ended up beating him up.
Crew to beat him up.
Yeah. Well, that's what he said happened. Supposedly he snitched, and his own crew beat him up because he was snitching out one of his crew. But guess what? I believe that he would do that. I believe that he would snitch out people. You know what I mean? He never said that he wasn't a piece of shit.
He's like stepdad is like a police officer and all this weird shit. I don't know.
And his mom owns a vape store and stuff. Yeah, you know, he doesn't have a bad life. He didn't have to do this. But this is what, if he was rich, and I'm not saying that he is rich, but there's a lot of rich kids or well-off kids or kids that something may have happened where they come into a bunch of money, but maybe their parents weren't there all the time still, maybe because they were rich and doing things, that they want more than just having money, because it's not about the money, it's about the fame and the popularity and shit like that.
All I know is, if he makes his own beats, then he is going to have a career, because
those beats are crazy.
Yeah.
Those beats are crazy.
It's insane.
They are, because, yeah, but it's not just the beats, though. This is what I explained to Nicole. I told her last night, I said, I don't know what it is about this guy. I fucking hate him, but I fucking like him at the same time because he's entertaining. That's the thing. There's a form of entertainment there. That's why we're entertained. There's entertainment there. We watch it, you know? Yeah. So anybody can make a good quality beat. A producer can make a good quality beat. They can make beats like that. There is one key element with this guy. Aside from his fucking crazy mohawk and the tattoos all over his face, he's got his image and everything like that. He does actually have a unique voice. His voice is unique.
I wouldn't say unique. He sounds a lot like Mystical to me.
Yeah, but that's the thing is, who else sounded like Mystical before him? And he doesn't sound just like Mystical. So he goes hard, like with his voice, he goes crazy. And then you watch his videos, like, I could do without the videos. Like, I think he'd be more talented. Like, I could tolerate it more without the videos. But the videos are what intrigued me more, because I was like, is this fucking for real? You know what I mean? And then the whole game beef and all that.
Hellraiser and shit.
It's just crazy. It's stupid crazy, and he'll do anything to get fame and popularity. The last thing that he did when he got, or I don't know if it's the last thing he did, but there was a TMZ interview where they interviewed him, and they asked him. They said, "All right, basically if you get punched in the face," they actually straight up asked him. They said, "So if you got knocked the fuck out again, and it gives you more views and popularity, would you care if you get knocked the fuck out?" And he's like, "Hell yeah." He'd do it again. He would get knocked out repeatedly. He doesn't care if people think he's a bitch or whatever it is. He does his little storyline and stuff like that. It's entertaining. I look at it as wrestling. Characters in wrestling. You know what I mean? I still love The Undertaker. To me, he's a modern-day Undertaker. That's all. And some people might say that's fucked up because they're real big Undertaker fans. But
I was just going to say, that might have been the worst thing you've ever said.
No, it's not, because... It's not, because when you're
a fan too.
There's people that love and hate characters in certain businesses, and he's in a certain business and he's a character, and he can become an icon with what he's doing, because I do think he's making all the right moves. TMZ's interviewing him, you know, he's all over YouTube and shit like that, and it's not about his quote unquote talent. It's not about the rap songs that he did or anything like that. It's who he is. He decided to put tattoos all over his face, look fucked up. He's got a voice that holds up. He does have some unique beats, like you said, and I think he does have a unique voice. But none of that matters. He's going to be famous for being famous, because the Kardashians don't need good beats and fucking raps. They're shit, and they're super famous. And this guy's going to be super famous because of this.
All right,
We'll see.
We should do some kind of a bet about this.
Dude, he's gonna ride the coattails of entertainment till
But
what some people think the day he dies, but he ain't gonna die. None of this shit is gonna kill him. But people are entertained because they don't know what's gonna happen next. Oh shit, is the game gonna kill him? Oh, is somebody's just gonna kill his ass? You know, shit like that.
Where do you think he's going to go to? And I'll try and say where I think he's going to go to.
Where he's gonna go to? I'm gonna ask where he's gonna go to.
Like, where do you think like his height of popularity is going to get within the next like 8 months?
Within the next 8 months, I think that's going to be his maxed out, blown up spot, and then after that, he could fall the wayside of just being peppered here and there with other things.
You bet. Do you bet 5 golden rings on it?
I'll bet 5 golden cock rings on it.
Do you think like he'll? I'm trying to think of where he could like. Album sales are really hard to,
It's
judge.
not even album sales, Jimmy. It's not album sales. It's who he is on Instagram.
Almost not
And
even.
everybody fucking hates him. Everybody comments how much they hate him. That he has, like, if you looked at the Instagram comments, the YouTube videos, you would think he has no fans at all, but he definitely does.
I think we barely hear about him in 6 months. Do you think?
You think it'll just go away, and you'll bring it up again in 6 months and be like, hey, whatever happened to that guy Stitches?
Right.
The total opposite. I bet by the end of next year, he will be relevant enough to where you'll hear about him on the regular talk radio. If anybody even has cable anymore, it's one of the reasons why this guy's popular. People do internet stuff. They don't have cable. They look for other forms of entertainment. This guy's entertainment to me. I want to know what happens to him next. I don't care what song he comes out with next. I don't care about his songs, whether they go hard, whether they're bad lyrics, whether they're shitty lyrics, or anything like that. I want to see what happens to him next, and that's what he wanted, and he's getting his way.
All right. So bye.
So bye.
July 1st. July 1st, we'll see where he's at.
All right.
And at some point, we got to make some kind of a bet about this.
No, we'll know by our next episode because it'll be the end of
2016. Our next episode.
That's got to be a topic in there. We're gonna be like, oh, I won the bet. Yeah,
I predict.
We got to bring that.
Then in that case, I predict by the next episode, Stitches will own our show.
Oh yeah. Well, what is he gonna do?
Sponsored by Stitches.
What's he gonna do with it?
He's gonna put that show in your face.